everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Autumn here today to do open up this vlog. This is gonna be my BuzzwordAthon for January vlog, and I have 7 books I would like to read this week. The buzzword for January is the 5 W's, so where, when, who, what, and why. And I have 1 to 2 books for each of those, and it's the 3rd when I'm filming this intro, so I've already completed 2 of these books. I just have not been filming because I haven't really been feeling good, so yeah. But the 2 books I've read so far are Who Needs Air by Cassie. This is the first book by this author that I've read. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, and I'm excited to read more of her books. This follows, why am I really bad with names? Campbell and August. And August writes a story. This is a second chance romance that follows Campbell and August, and they were together, and then 5 years ago he left her and went to New York, and he wrote a best-selling novel. And then 5 years later he comes back to their town, and they are filming a movie of the book, and it's their story. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see read more books by her. Then I read When Forever Changes by Siobhan Davis. This is also the first book by this author. I listened to this on audio. This is book 1 in the Forever Love series. This is a angsty new adult romance. So I'm not going to tell you too much about this because I think it's better going not knowing much. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And yeah, also a second chance romance too. So. And then the 2 books I am going to start is When Hope Ends, Life Begins by Freya Barker, sorry. And this is new to me author again, and romance reveal book box. It's relatively short, so hopefully I can finish this today. It is only 4:20. So I should be able to. This is like not, it's a little over 200 pages. It's like 216. Yeah, so hopefully I can finish this, and yeah. And then the next audiobook I have is Ask Me Why by Harloe Rae. Again, a romance reveal book, new to me author, and yeah, oh, this one has really pretty like headings for illustrations, but this is an enemies to lovers book, a single dad romance. Don't really know much else. New to me author. I'm sure I already said that, but yes, Ask Me Why. This is the next audiobook I have. And then the last 3, I only have 2 of them physically, and the last one is Kindle, but these I've read before. These authors I've read before. So we have Beyond What Is Given by Rebecca Yarros. This is the 3rd book in the Flight and Glory series, and it's a military romance that I'm super excited to read. I did just read the 2nd one in December and really enjoyed it, so really looking forward to reading this one. And then I have Where the Little Birds Go by B. Celeste. This is book 1 in the Little Birds duet, and then the 7th book is the 2nd book in this duet, which is Where the Little Birds Are. And this is a movie star. Yeah. So this is sort of like Who Needs Air. It's Kenley writes a best-selling author. She writes a best-selling book, and then Corbin is like the leading role in that series, and they used to know each other. So yeah, I'm excited to read more books by B. Celeste. I read her for the first time last year and really enjoyed her. These are also going to be angsty, because that's a lot of what her books are. But those are the 7 books I'm going to try to read this week. As I said, I've already read 2, and I'm going to hopefully finish my 3rd one, and I'm going to listen to my 2nd audiobook. I only have Ask Me Why is the only audiobook that I have left in this stack. So after I finish that, I will start one of my audiobooks for the rest of the month. But I won't talk about that in this video, in this vlog. So yes, but those are the books I'm going to try to read this week. And I will update when I finish or start the next 2 books. Update here, I am on chapter 28 of Ask Me Why, and it's okay. I'm not really enjoying it so much. This is an enemies to lovers, slow burn, angsty book that follows a single dad and the heroine who is grieving for a loss of a loved one, and he's kind of not a very good guy, and I'm really, if I didn't have this on audio, I would probably DNF, but it's okay. So there's that. And then I read about 40 pages of When Hope Ends, and I was also not a fan of this. So I am okay with not reading this and unhauling it. So there's that. So these 2 are the books I'm currently reading. I haven't updated in a while, in a few days, because I was reading my new releases that I was excited about, and then I put these on hold because I started these on the 3rd. It is now the 6th, so I read the 2 new releases I was excited about, and I am coming back to these, and I'm not really mixing well with them, but I only have like an hour and 33 minutes left of this, but I listened to it at like 3-point speed, which is what it is at right now. So I think like 45 minutes left, to 30 to 45 minutes left of this, and it will probably be a 3-star. This is the first book by this author, so I may give her another try, but I'm not a huge enemies to lovers, angsty, slow burn fan. I usually like mine a little more instant lovey, which I know a lot of people hate, and that's totally fine, but I'm more of a like friends to lovers, instant lovey kind of gal, and yeah, I don't really like enemies to lovers. So really what I should do is just go through all my books on my bookshelf, and if it's enemies to lovers, get rid of, because I don't always like those. There are some that I do like, but for the most part, not really. Also, as I said, it's the 6th, and I still have 3 more books I'm supposed to read for BuzzwordAthon, but I'm not going to be reading Beyond What Is Given, or Where the Little Birds Go, or Where the Little Birds Are. I'm not going to read those, but I've read 2 other books that were on my shelf, so I'm allowing myself to keep those 2 because I read 2 additional books that were on my shelf. And I would not get rid of those because I do want to read them. I just have been reading my new releases, and then these 2. So I will read them, but it's just not going to be this week, which is fine. And I might read them at the towards the end of the month, I don't know. But Pris right now is doing a 24-hour readathon, so I'm watching her live sprints. And then Becca, for her Patreons, is doing one on Saturday, which I will participate. And on Saturday one, I want to see how much of my TBR game books I could read. Because I have a lot. I've only read 2 so far. And I have a lot. On my physical one, I have 8. And then I have 5 for my Kindle one. So I have a lot. And if I could knock out a good chunk of that, that would be great. But anyways, I just wanted to update on these, and I will finish Ask Me Why tonight. And as I said, I'll probably give it 3 stars. So yeah, I'll update later. Update here, I did finish Ask Me Why by Harloe Rae, and I'm giving it 3 stars. It was okay. So yeah, not much to tell. This book is very pretty. I like the headers, so like you get that, and then that's the heroines, and then for the hero you get a suit. It is signed. It was a romance reveal. If I could open it. So, but I'm gonna unhaul it because I didn't really enjoy it all that much. So yeah, that's my update. I am gonna listen to something else on my TBR, maybe, but I'm gonna go downstairs and eat something, and I may just watch some YouTube or an episode of a TV show, but yeah. So I'm wrapping up my BuzzwordAthon. I read a total of 3 books and DNF'd 1 book for BuzzwordAthon. So I read Ask Me Why by Harloe Rae. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. Listened to this on audio. It was a romance reveal book. Angsty enemies to lovers book. Then the one I DNF'd was When Hope Ends, Life Begins by Freya Barker. I always say Baker and then I'm like, no. This one wasn't bad. It just was very predictable, and I was just honestly, I was reading this one when I started this one and I wasn't really enjoying this one all that much. So I was like, I don't really want to read this one. So but I got to page 40 or 38, something like that. So, and this was a romance reveal book. And yeah. Then I read Who Needs Air by Cassie Graham. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. My first Cassie Graham book, and I enjoyed it. It follows Campbell, who is a writer, and August, who is an actor, and they used to date, and August comes back to the small town, and they are making Campbell's book into a movie, and he is the star. 4 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed this. And then I read When Forever Changes by Freya Davis. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say that. This I listened to audio. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. My first book by this author, also a romance reveal book. And yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I think this book is better not knowing much. There is a love triangle. Also a I was gonna say something, but I don't want to. So yeah, but yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. And those were the books I read for BuzzwordAthon. Not a bad stack, but yeah. I'll see if you participated in BuzzwordAthon. What did you read? And I'll see everyone later.